Halo, good evening, Tribuners. Welcome back with me, Mutiara, in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you interesting and update information from every place in Indonesia. And here, the complete news. First news comes from Jambi. The windstorm causes the houses and electric poles damage. The windstorm incident in Bungo Regency resulted in the destruction of 9 houses and 9 broken state electricity company poles. This disaster occurred in Babeko Hamlet, Batintu Babeko Subdistrict, Bungo Regency on Monday, February 14, 2022 at around 3 o'clock a.m. One of the victims of the windstorm, Sadirun, said that the roof of his garage and house was blown away by the windstorm. Sadirun said the windstorm carried the roof of his house about 50 meters. Not only the roof of the house that became the victim of the windstorm, but 9 state electricity company poles were also broken. Based on observations, state electricity company officers were seen repairing broken poles and members of the police, also managing traffic in front of the Babeko Batintu police. There was also one unit of a green Lohan truck parked and became a victim of a windstorm. The next news is from Lampung. Mini market in Lampung was suspected of store up the cooking oil. The latest news is that a mini market in Pringseu, Lampung is suspected of stored up cooking oil. The findings are based on the result of an inspection conducted by the Pringseu Regional House of Representatives together with the Pringseu Municipal Police on Monday, 14 February 2022. The team was led by Chairman of Commission 2 Pringseu Regional House of Representatives, Maulana M. Lahudin, Chairman of Commission 4 Surya Cahyono, and Secretary of Commission 2 Anton Subagio. The team, together with a number of Pringseu Municipal Police personnel, came to the mini market opposite the Pringseu City Police. When reviewing this mini market, the team found that the display of one price cooking oil was empty. The employee informed that the cooking oil had run out, although cooking oil is informed that it comes every day. As soon as the team was about to see the mini market warehouse, a number of employees looked panicked. They are trying to move cooking oil from the warehouse, both in 1 liter and 2 liters package. Upon this finding, the team immediately secured dozens of the cooking oil. The next news is a child in Medan persecutes his mother. Gali Syahputra, a child addicted to drugs who has the heart to abuse his mother named Suryati so that he is injured. It's not the only time he has acted arrogantly. According to Suryati, he has often been treated harshly by this ungodly drug addict. He also told me that about 2 months ago he had a sad fate. Gali Syahputra asked Suryati for money, but he was not given it because his mother had no money. Then Gali, who did not stop, pursued his old mother using a sharp weapon. Currently, he admits that he is forced to live in an Islamic boarding school and work looking for scraps and helping out at the Islamic boarding school where he lives. In fact, his first child also did not care about the fate that had been experienced so far. He also hopes that the police can immediately arrest the second child and give severe punishment. The next news is Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Fisheries stops sand mining. The Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Fisheries has stopped the activity of the KNB6 sand dragger, which was leased by Logo Mas Utama Company to transport illegal marine sand mining products on Rupat Island on Sunday, 13 February 2002. After stopping the activities of the KNB6 sand dragger leased by Logo Mas Utama Company, the Director General of Marine and Fishery Resources Supervisor, Rear Admiral of Indonesian National Armed Force Adin Nurawaluddin, accompanied by the Acting Director General of Marine Spatial Management Pamuji Lestari, inspected the KNB6 sand dragger, which leased by Logo Mas Utama Company. While inspecting the KNB6 sand dragger, the head of the Riau Province Fisheries Service, Herman Said Amir, chairman of the Riau Malay Rupat Island Security Agency Alliance, commander of the Dumai Navy Base, Marine Colonel Himawan, and Walhi Riau Darwis. After reviewing the KNB6 leased by Logo Mas Utama Company, Rear Admiral of Indonesian National Armed Force Adin Nurawaluddin, Director General of Marine and Fishery Resources Supervision, at the press conference affirmed that KKP ensures that it will process the law for companies that carry out sand mining in the waters of the Rupat Island, Riau Province. In addition to being related to the legal aspects, the practice of sand mining is suspected of causing coastal damage. Adin revealed that the process of disclosing this violation case itself has been running by involving various related agencies, ranging from public complaints to the Riau Regional Police. The verification process, which also involved the regional government and Walhi to the intercept carried out by the Directorate General of PSDKP. He explained it. The result reverted to the conclusion that the mining activity was not equipped with an approval for the suitability of marine space utilization activities and was suspected of causing abrasion, which resulted in damage to the coral reefs and also damage to the seagrass beds, causing losses to the community, especially fishermen. The next news is, a man in Sragen was arrested by Special Detachment 88 Anti-Terror. The Anti-Terror Special Densus 88 secures a man in Gentan Banaran Village, Lupu District, Sragen Regency on Monday, 14 February 2022. The man, who is suspected of joining a terrorist network, is known to have the initials J with the age 29, who is an immigrant from Pasuruan Regency, East Java. The wife of G, is Anne, with the age 25, said that she didn't know anything about the arrest, which took place in the early morning at around 6 a.m. and didn't know for certain the arrest of her husband because he had just taken stock of gas cylinders in the next village. Suddenly, her husband came home with the officers, for which he didn't count the exact number of officers who came. When officers searched his home, nothing suspicious was found. Well, with J, Anne did not suspect anything of her husband, because the husband is living a normal life as usual and often participates in community activities. The next news is, 779 people in Bangka Belitung were early marriage. Based on consolidated data received by the National Population and Family Planning Agency in Bangka Belitung, there are 779 people aged 0 until 18 years old who are getting married early throughout 2021. With the details, 89 people are male and 690 are female. The head of the BKKBN Bangka Belitung Representative Office, Fazar Supriyadi Sentosa, revealed that Bangka Belitung, in its last release in 2020, became the highest province in Indonesia for early marriage. Even for the last 3 years in 2018 until 2020, the number of early marriage in Bangka Belitung continued to increase with a percentage of 14.22%, 15.48%, and 18.76% respectively. Meanwhile, for 2021, there has been no official release regarding the position of the Bangka Belitung province nationally. According to the BKKBN, the ideal age to build a household is 25 years for men and 21 years old for women. Meanwhile, head of the Office of Religious Affairs of Giri Maya, Subdistrict Pangkal Pinang City, Sumantri said, his party only married couple under the age of 18 if they have pocket a dispensation letter issued by the religious court. If this young couple does not have a dispensation letter, then the marriage cannot be carried out or annulled. This is in accordance with Law Number 6 of 2019 as an amendment to Law Number 1 of 1974. The minimum limit for man and woman getting married is at the age of 19 years old. And the last news is come from Belitung. 5 suspects of drugs abuse was arrested by the police. During the 12 days of Antik Operation 2022, the Narcotics Unit of Belitung Police arrested 5 suspects of drug abuse. The 5 suspects are Eva Santika, Luciana, Agus Setiabudi, Yun Chun, and Chong Chin Tep. From the 5 suspects, 3 of them were operational targets and were successfully arrested. He added that the rest of the 5 suspects were carried out on different days and places. First, the 3 suspects, Eva Santika, Luciana, and Agus Setiabudi, were secured in a rent house on Captain Saridin Way, Tanjung Pandan District, Belitung Regency on 1st February 2022. Starting from public information, members of the Narcotics Unit of the Belitung Police carry out on in-depth investigation and mapping. After the police arrived at the location and entered the rent house, they found 4 occupants, 2 men and 2 women. Well, that's all the news for today. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.